dickheads. Hello and welcome to another episode of Monday Night Live. Today, it's Monday the 29th of September. It's 10 p.m. and we are live on the internet. How are you, everyone? What's going on? Let's see who we've got in to say hi to. In theory, we're live. Oh, shit, I didn't click go live on Instagram. Oh, Instagram. I'm just trying stuff out here, you know, seeing if we're still doing the live on the Instagram and the Facebook. So far, Patrick Schnewelli is in the house. Hello. Bratislavat is in the house. Control-Alt-Delete is in the house. Byron Poss on Instagram. Hello. Hello, Instagram. Hello, Emma Petriskov. How are you? There we go. Everyone's in the house now. Good to see you all. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful Monday night. I hope you're all doing well. Carlos is in the house. My tailor is rich and also live. Oh, I wish both of those statements were true, my dear Carlos, but unfortunately they're not. Just one of them is. And I am live. Wow. Oh, goodness me. How are you? What's been going on? How are you? I mean, for me, I just got back from Switzerland. I did my 3 shows in Switzerland: Geneva, Zurich, and Morges. And wow, those shows were incredible. Thank you to everyone that came out to see the shows in the CH, the land of CH. All of them, they were great. I mean, particularly Morges. I don't know why there were so many people that came to see the show in Morges, of all places, the anomaly of the entire tour. But there was 850 of you, so it was great. I love it. It was great. Geneva was amazing. One of you missed it. That's Aina. Says, hello, I saw a story in Geneva and missed you. Shit. Zurich, Andrew Pierce was there. It's Andy from Guildford. Hello. Oh, Andy, you're an absolute legend that shouted out during the show in Zurich. The local promoter there is from Australia, and he was loving your fucking, do you know what I mean? Andy, from fucking Guildford. Do you know what I mean? So that was great. Zurich, I have to tell you something now that we're live, and it's all past, right? Zurich, I have to admit, for the first time I can't even remember the last time this happened. I went out and had some drinks, too many drinks, far too many drinks with the Australian promoter. Of course, you get a Brit and an Australian together in fucking Switzerland. Finished about 3 a.m. and spent the next entire day vomiting, including 15 minutes before my show in Morges and 5 minutes after my show in Morges. So everyone that was in Morges, I hope you couldn't tell that I was at the end of my life on that stage, hungover as anything. I even went on stage with a bottle of water. Jesus Christ. So yeah, the Morges, it was a great show, but I didn't enjoy it as much as I should have because I was hungover because of the local promoter in Zurich. So, you know, it happens. But, you know, that's what... Taken by the Drawings. Will you perform in Austin, Texas? I already did. I was in Austin in June. I can't remember what date, but I've done Austin. I like your black cat, though. Guido Brockman, come back to Alsace. We loved you in Strasbourg and your warm-up in Paris. Listen, Guido, I'm coming to Strasbourg next year. It's on the list of tours because Strasbourg was one of my favorite shows. I think it was top 2 last year, where I got this flag. You can't see it on Instagram because you're only seeing me vertically. But if you're on YouTube or Facebook, you can see the British flag, which I kept because the audience gave it to me at the end of the show in Strasbourg. But apparently now we can't fucking fly the flags anywhere because the UK Union Jack has turned into a racist flag. So there we go. What do you want me to say? You can't say anything anymore. You can't show anything anymore. I'm still keeping it there. Whatever. I understand the messages you know, that in the UK, flying the flag is a bit what's the word? Controversial, but it shouldn't be. But it is. It's turned into it. Cheers, everyone. I'm just drinking a cheeky ginger beer because I'm not doing alcohol for a long time now. Fuck that. I have to say hello to one of my Patreon members, Eve Stadler. Congratulations, Eve. Eve. I think so. I'm hoping I didn't read the message wrong. Yes, your little boy has been born. Well done, Eve. Congratulations. By the name of Benoit. Congratulations, Eve. Eve is one of my long-time Patreon members. By the way, if you want to join me for the after party every Monday, you can join me on Patreon. I do this for an extra half an hour and chat to you guys about the real shit on Patreon. Also, you know, if you've ever enjoyed any of my shows but never been able to come and see one of them live and you fancy buying me a virtual beer, then you can do so and it helps support the channel. So, Eve, congratulations. We'll chat about it afterwards in the Patreon. Did Paul just make "J'étais au bout de ma vie" an English expression? Yeah, I don't know what we say in English. Do we say that? J'étais au bout de ma vie is what we say in French. I was at the end of my life. I was at the end of my life. I don't know. What would we say? What would we say in English? I was at the end of my tether. At the end of my. I was at the. I don't know what the phrase is in English. I will keep watching. I will wait until somebody answers the question. J'étais au bout de ma vie. I was at the end of my life. I was at the end of my tether. At the end of my. Au bout du rouleau. I was hanging out of my bumhole. Oh, end of my wits. I was at wits end. Yeah, wits end. I don't think wits end is the right phrase there. I was at my wits end. I guess, yeah, the end of my rope. I was on my last legs. I like that one. This one's from America. I can't even. Oh my God. I was hanging by a thread. That's a good one. In English, in British English, we would also say I was hanging out of my arse, which is an appropriate phrase. I was hanging out of my arse and my mouth. I was hanging out of my mouth. So, yeah, I don't think you can say I was at the end of my life, because I think that genuinely means that you were having suicidal thoughts, if you say that. So I was not, but I was... Archie says I was fucked off to the back teeth. There are so many expressions for being hungover and drunk. I was hanging like Tarzan. I'm down on my knee. That could work. That's a nice way of saying it. Teetering on the precipice. That is a great expression. Alessandro's on fire tonight. Yeah, all these expressions are great. Deli Dello, do you have more English fans or French? Way more French fans. In fact, I can tell you exactly how many. Well, I can tell you exactly the percentage of people of the last 28 days. If you take the last month on Instagram as an example, but it's pretty much the same everywhere, how many people I have from everywhere. So in theory, according to this, the countries of the people that are watching my content on Instagram are 49.8% French or France. Then the next country down is UK at 9.4%. It's pretty crazy. I mean, that's what we're looking at here. It's France way on top, then the UK, US, Canada, Belgium. There you go. That's why I tour in France, the UK, US, Canada, and Belgium. Yeah, there's a lot of people that follow me in France. And thankfully, they also live... I mean, there's French people that live outside of France, which means I can tour, which is amazing. It's great to see all the French people that live outside of France and figure out your stories about why you moved to where you moved. So, santé les Français. Obviously, the ones that speak English. What else? What else is going on? What else is going on? I can understand Paul speaking English. That's crazy. Well, I can read you writing English, which is crazy as well. Eh bien, bonjour à toi de Lyon. Lion. I can't wait to come and see you guys next year. I think it's in February at some point. And the show's almost sold out already. So if you're in Lyon and you haven't got a ticket yet, you're fucked. Marie la souris. Hello, Paul. You're amazing. Bisous de Didcot. Where's Didcot? What about the English fans living in France? The Cayman, of course, the Cayman. That is a good point. That is a great point. I just have the data of where the people are from, not where they are actually. I have the data of where they're from, where they live, where their Instagram accounts are currently based, or their IP addresses. I don't know how that works. So the Cayman, you've also got the Union Jack. Cayman, exactly. If you're an English person living in France, you know, there's a bit of look, Bex is in there as well. Bex, also the Brits living in France. Hello, Bex. Love your photo, by the way, on on Facebook there. Phil Lau correctly says that most of the people are French in those countries. That is true. There are very few native English people or Native Americans, or Native Americans doesn't work, does it? That's not, you know what I mean. People, oh shit, now he's in trouble. What's he saying now? Uh-oh, watch out, get him cancelled. You know what I mean? People from America, like native English speakers from America, native English speakers from, what was the other country on there? Canada. It's mostly French people. You know what I meant. You know what I fucking meant. Do you know what I mean? Marcus says, sorry, I missed you in Glasgow earlier this year, but it was Valentine's night, and you know us Scots are very romantic, like the French. Yeah, the Scottish are well known for their romanticism. Right, would you like a fucking shag love? Right, let me get the fucking candles in the shape of a heart because I fucking heart you, pal. Nice show in Brussels. Next time, some jokes about the Wallons and the Flemish. You know what? I would like to. I don't know anything about those cultural differences, though. So I can't really do... Apart from that you hate each other and you've got two different languages, and that, you know, the French side is more French in behaviour and the Flemish side is more Dutch in behaviours, you know, where you respect the rules and, you know, you follow the rules and you respect everyone's, whereas the French side are more like, ah, s'en bat les couilles. It's the same in Switzerland. The German-Swiss side is very German and the French-Swiss side is very French. William Caldwell. Salut, mate. Fucking hell. Just arrived in France from the west of England. First time living and working in another country. Any advice? Oh, let's give him some advice, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Jesus. It depends. All right, so my first bit of advice would be stay away from English people. It depends where in France you are. If you're in a little village, it will be easy to stay away from the English people. If you're in Paris, it'll be a little bit easier to get into the expat communities. So my first advice would be don't go anywhere near any English people to start with, and just get your French. Just learn French. Get your French up to better than my English. What's the word I'm looking for? Up to par, up to scratch. You know what I mean, William. So yeah, that's I guess my immediate bit of advice. If you've already got the job, then you've got the job. If you don't have a job yet, then find a job where you're working in France. Don't just work in an English pub or an Australian pub or an Irish pub or an English bookshop. Find a job. I mean, if you got to speak French a little bit. Do you know what I mean? I would say step one, the language, and then step two. Step one. What else would I advise? be patient. Be patient with all the differences, specifically in like administration and trying to get shit done in France. I am still not patient. Like, for example, my internet isn't fucking working again because I'm fed up. Every 2 weeks, the internet breaks down on our street because there's a lot of stuff going on the street. There's like new buildings happening. There's new things happening on the street. And every 2 weeks, somehow our internet gets disconnected. So right now, I'm using like a 5G solution that's plugged into my router that's making the internet happen, but it's slow and the connection isn't great for this. So fuck me. So yeah, patience, which I don't have any left. I didn't have any when I started. Enjoy it. You got to enjoy it. You got to try and find times to enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Let's see what the other people are saying. William, here is my advice. Un croissant and une baguette, not une croissant and un baguette. They're sensitive about it. Exactly. Date a French girl so you get to practice. That is great. What else? What else have we got? Hold on. We're further down. Thibaut Salé, Philippe de la manière. Paul ne boit plus d'alcool, ça ne se voit pas. Paul doesn't drink any alcohol. I do. I do, but I'm going off it again. Because I had, as I mentioned at the beginning of this, fucking too much to drink the other day. So I'm done for a little bit. I might have a drink for my birthday in a couple of weeks. And then that's it. Then I'm on a year off, basically. A year off alcohol because, as Anthony has asked, when is a future marathon? I don't know yet. What I do know is I'm doing a 10K race in Paris the 23rd of November for in like support of cardiac health. And it's involving like the premier secours, whatever that is in English, like the first responders. So I'm doing a 10K race. I need to get back to running. I haven't been running for a while because I've been on this European tour, which has been quite complicated. To try and find time to run. So I'm back to the running tomorrow. I'm going out for a run tomorrow, and I've got 6 weeks to train for this 10K. And then I think my next marathon is going to be the Paris Marathon 2026 as a trial for my 8 marathons in 1 year for my 40th birthday. So next marathon, hopefully Paris, if I get it done this time. So anyway. Nicolas Ferraud, you can't come to Marseille in February and not have a pastis. I can have a non-alcoholic pastis. First of all, pastis, I don't like pastis. I'm sorry, Nicolas, I can't do it. I don't like, this looks like a pastis, to be fair. I don't like the taste of the aniseed. L'anis, I hate it. But I've obviously tried it, and I've also tried the non-alcoholic pastis, and it's actually pretty good. It tastes the same. Bratislava asks, any thoughts about Damon Albarn confessing Blur has lost the war against Oasis? Wow. I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously Blur and Oasis were, the two bands at the top of their game in the 90s in England, the Britpop revolution. And they hated each other and were at war. And I mean, I think I was too young to really fully understand what was going on back then, because I was, when they were releasing their legendary albums, I was only 10 years old, so I wasn't quite yet in the music game. I'm still not. I've never been in the music game, to be honest. But of course, now with Oasis doing their world reunion tour, they've obviously destroyed it. They've come back. I mean, maybe Blur will come back one day and do a tour as well. But I feel like the Oasis reunion tour was, it's more in the news because of how it ended 16 years ago. Whereas Blur, you know, if any other band gets back together, you're like, oh, cool, they're back together. You know, like the stuff I listened to as a teenager, Blink-182, Linkin Park, Papa Roach, Sum 41, they all disappeared and then they all came back to do like, not reunion tours, but you know what I mean? And it was like, yeah, cool, they're back. But there wasn't like this, wow, how are they doing this after 16 years? So, you know, do you know what I mean? Paul was an emo. I wasn't quite an emo, but I was like a skater. I used to skate a lot and listen to he was a skater boy. She said, see you later, boy. It wasn't good enough for her. She was out while I was listening to the Blink-182. Who else was I listening? The Offspring. The Offspring. Come on. Who else? That's probably about it, to be honest with you. We need to see photos of teenage Paul. So do I. I don't have any. I mean, the earliest photos on my phone are, to be fair, from when I was 17. I'm just going to scroll up. Tap the top of my phone, get to the very top of my... all right. This is me in class at college in 2004. So I would have been 16. Ready? There you go. There's teenage Paul with his Quicksilver fire hat covering the hair that you can't see. Let me go a couple of photos later. And you can see the hair that was covering up. So that was me. I don't have any other photos like of the days where I was skateboarding and stuff like that. I don't know where they've all gone. I don't know. I took a bunch of them. I might be able to find, because with the skateboarding came snowboarding, and I have a photo of me in Madrid at the when I used to live in Madrid at the indoor snowboard park, skate park, snowboard, ski thing at Xanadu shopping centre, back when Madrid thought they were Dubai. So yeah, there we go. Carlos, Jesus Christ, you look like the protagonist in every teenage movie ever. Oh, that's funny. Katie Pilot, I swear every boy in my school had that hat. I think everyone did. It was Quicksilver, and at the time I would just buy all the brands that were like skater, snowboarding type of brands, even if it didn't go at all. Oh my God, some of these photos are outrageous. Oh, well, that's the closest you're gonna get, is a photo of my foot next to a skateboard. That's the closest you'll get to me actually skateboarding. You know what's funny is when I go back in my phone, for some reason, there's a photo from July 2005, but it's not actually a photo of me. It's a photo of another Paul Taylor that I typed into Google at, you know, I don't know, not in 2005, like 10 years ago maybe. I found this photo of Paul Taylor, and this is from apparently 2005. This is another Paul Taylor who looks strikingly similar to me. That is what would have happened if I had the same job as my dad. To be fair, my dad didn't look so different to that. Let me try and find a picture. It's not. Can I find a picture of my dad? I don't know if I'm going to find a picture of him young on this phone with. Where would I have taken that photo? I'd have taken that photo in Canterbury. Canterbury. I'm going to give it 20 more seconds if I don't find it. Oh, hold on. No. I thought that was another photo of me skateboarding, but it's just the photo of that skateboard at my mum's house. Mother Mary, if you're watching the chat, how are you? I can't find it. But anyway, my dad used to look a little bit like that, but obviously There's a photo of me holding up that same skateboard. Oh, it's come back. It's still at my mum's house. I haven't used it since. I should hang it up in this fucking studio somewhere, shouldn't I? Right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 25 past. For the next 5 minutes, I'm bringing back, what do you call it? Terrible translations. So, if any of you find a terrible translation out in the wild or on the internet, feel free to send it to my email address, which is, where is it? Where are we at? It's translations@paultaylorcomedy.com, and we'll go through them. So let me see. Oh God, it's a new phone, so I've got to plug it in. I've got to get it working. Why didn't you set this up before the fucking live, Taylor? You fucking idiot. Click to start here. I'll get that. Oh, there we go. All right. So let's have a look at some of your terrible translations. Right, let's go. Natalie, it's an Instagram one. I won't open the Instagram just in case something goes up. Right, Anaël says, si personne ne te recommandait ce site, il fait pour toi. Oh, it's a website about all of the. Okay, I won't look into it. Somebody find some stuff. Right, Anushka. Let's see what Anushka. This is not a terrible translation, but it is funny nonetheless. It was in my hotel room in London. The shampoo manufacturer misspelled what was supposed to be the French translation of the word shampoo on the bottle. I found it pretty hilarious, as it looks like the transcription of how an English person would say shampooing in French. At first, I thought it was the verb shampooing in English, but the word cheveux gives it away. Thanks for bringing back terrible translations. Have fun on the rest of your tour, Anushka. Right, so let's have a look at this photo. Apples and bears, California, shampoo, shampooing, cheveux. But hold on a second. Wait, hold on. That is how you'd say shampoo in French. Shampooing. Un shampoing. Well, it's how you say shampoing. Shampoing in French is, that's how you spell shampoing, isn't it? Is that how you spell shampoing? It is how you spell. So shampooing. Wait, I was in my hotel room. The manufacturer misspelled what was supposed to be the French translation of the word shampoo, as it looks like how an English person would say shampooing in French. It is. That's how you spell it. It's not misspelled. That's actually how you spell shampoing. Which makes it even fucking funnier, doesn't it? Shampooing. Excuse me. What I will do is give a shout out to the apples and bears, though. What a great name for a shampoo, right? Apples and pears, apples and bears. Right. Let's go. Bonjour Paul, je visitais la Chine en voiture avec ma femme l'année dernière et je n'arrêtais pas de tomber sur des panneaux comme celui-ci. Okay, so you were visiting China by car with your wife and you would come across signs like this. Je pense pas qu'il y ait une erreur de traduction ici, mais ça me fait beaucoup rire car je traduisais dans ma tête comme... Okay, so it's not a bad translation to speak, but he's reading this sign as buckle up, it's the law. He's reading it as like, shut up, fucking, buckle up. He was reading it like, ta gueule, buckle it up. Oh, like, buckle up, like, shut up. Like, buckle up, it's the law. No, that's all right, for once. I'm going to disagree with you, Antoine. The Chinese have done it well there. Right, Romy Higgins. Hello, Romy. Bad translations on clothing. Where are you? What's going on with... Why can't I see the message? Nice to see you back on YouTube. This jacket was seen in Marrakesh. Why is it clothing designers are allowed to put any old crap on clothes and call it fashion? Thanks, Romy. Right, let's have a look at this photo. So it's got denim the love jeans, fashion love your jeans, denim fashion, you're too fashion love your... What is this? That actually looks like a shirt that I used to wear on stage as well. Denim the love jeans. What the fuck is going on here? Yeah, I mean, for some reason, do you know what it reminds me of as well? It's like, you know, the typical things like barbers and hairdressers often have random things on the... I don't know if that's real though. It looks like it could... Well, no, because that looks pretty good. The thing that was giving it away for me was like the fashion your love looks too straight on the shirt. But then if you look at the jeans, denim fashion to your two... It's ridiculous. That's a good one. Thanks, Natalie. Paramnara says, hi, Paul. Keeping it short and straight to the point this time. Sorry I missed your US shows. I was in India at the time. Are you planning to return anytime soon? For now, no plans to return to the US for now. What have we got? We've got an excerpt of Facebook. Life is extra surreal for French speakers right now because in French, phonetically, ChatGPT sounds like cat I farted. Chat GPT. Everywhere else on TV, the news, are people going, cat I farted, over with a straight face. Is cat I farted going to steal your job? How are the schools dealing with cat I farted? Lawyer caught using cat I farted. It's incredible. Well, here's the thing, Phil Fish, slash the person who sent me this. It's even worse than that because in French, as you all know, chat is actually a nickname for a women's genitals. So it's even worse than that. It's like pussy fart. I'm getting cancelled. That's what it is. It's like pussy fart. Pussy farted. I pussy farted. Is pussy fart taking your jobs? Oh, Jesus. Great one. There was more on that same email. They're all from Instagram, though. Hold on. It means... I get it means we're hiring, but seeing all these stock images of hiring signs saying it's so fucking funny. Wir suchen dich. Okay, it sounds like we're sucking dick. And it means we're hiring. Is that what it means? The fact that we're sucking dick is the German way to say we're hiring will never stop being funny in the stupidest way possible. That is another great example. Oh, and you've put the translation next to it, which is, we are looking for you. We are looking for you, yeah. Right. Do we have any more? We got a couple more. Patrick Schnouli. Hello, Patrick. Il y a une bonne tentative d'accord en nombre. Non, mais pas comme ça. I don't know what that means in French. Hold on. There's something. Il y a une belle tentative d'accord en nombre. So that they're trying to conjugate with numbers, but not like this. Walk-ons. Sports bistro. Oh my God. Look how they spelt bit. First of all, walk-ons. Walk-ons. I get walk-on. It's walk-ons. It's a sports bistro. Oh, I see what you mean. Bistro as in bistrot. Where have they got that from? It's probably because they was already a registered trademark. And it's actually you, Patrick, as well. Standing in front of it. Legit photo. There's too much stuff in that backpack. Is that all your cameras and shit? Sports bistro. Oh, that's awful. Oh, what a bunch of idiots. Baptiste Degas. Hi, Paul. Here's my case for the comeback of terrible translations. This is about comedy. This is about the comedy, Very Bad Cops. Right, let me bring up the poster. Quand les meilleurs sont occupés, ils sont notre seul espoir. Very Bad Cops. Quand les meilleurs sont occupés, when the best are occupied, they're our only hope. Very Bad Cops. I don't know why that's... I'm not understanding that one. Is it because they shouldn't... Very Bad Cops means bad cops, and so the only hope... I didn't quite get that one, Baptiste. I'm gonna have to pass on that one. Oh, no, there's a text underneath. Hold on. Let me go back to it. Oh, sorry. Jesus Christ, I didn't see the whole... You've sent me a fucking... The topic about... Too long. It's too long. Can't do it. It's got to be shorter. Right, let's have a look at this. Henry Lowe. Literal word translation of English doesn't work. Supermarket in Quebec. It's been like this for years. No one bothers to fix it. Fermez le solde. Close the tab. Close the... Fermez le solde. My French isn't good enough to understand that. Fermez le solde sounds all right to me, but clearly it's not. I saw someone's comment. I was like, they're talking about, in Louisiana, we use EAUX. It's a good point. I think you do for certain things, but even as Love Coin puts out, bah quoi, one bistral, des bistrots. Oh, the actual title of the movie is The Other Guys, so Very Bad Cops. I'll read through it and I might resume it better for you next week, just because otherwise, you know, I'm reading something that's too long for you lot. Anyway, that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for this episode of Monday Night Live. If you're joining me for the after party in a couple of minutes on Patreon, then I'll see you on Patreon in a couple of minutes. And if I don't see you, then if you want to send me some more of those terrible translations, it's translations@paultaylorcomedy.com. And that's it for this first part. What am I saying? I'm saying I can't wait to see you in Mondorf. Yes, I will see you in Luxembourg this week. I'm only doing one show this week, which is unusual for me. So my only show this week is Luxembourg. So I can't wait to see you in Luxembourg. All however many of you are coming to the show. And between now and then, well, I hope you have a great week. And I'll see you next Monday, where I will still be at home. I'll be back at home for another episode of Monday Night Live. And Patreon, I'll see you in a couple of minutes. That's it for now. Love you guys. Bisous. Bye.